Again, I just ask you a simple question. You must know, you knew immediately you'd fired the bullets that killed the hostages. You must equally have known immediately whether your snipers have shot these two women outside a Catholic church. You literally just have to ask the question. So this happened over the weekend. You must have had enough time now to establish, was it Israeli snipers? Because earlier today you were denying the suggestion it may have been IDF, but the Archbishop says that's a lie. So what is the situation with these killings?
So let me please answer by saying what needs to be said. It's not like someone Israeli is hanging around with a gun and indiscriminately shooting. We're talking about combat zones. Where
that wasn't my question,
you're
question was whether
you're coming
IDF,
under fire.
Did IDF soldiers shoot those two women? You know the answer.
It's still be looked into, and I'm sure that we'll be putting out a report. I can't prejudge the IDF's report, Piers. You understand
but
that.
you've already prejudged you've already prejudged the killing of the hostages and said you know for a fact you did that. Why do you not know for a fact you killed these two women or not?
Because we had the bodies here of the three. And there was immediately shown to be true. I'm not sure we've got the bodies of the two women. I don't know where they are. I don't know what the situation is. We will get to the bottom of it.
But if it wasn't IDF, who were these snipers who killed two women outside a Catholic church in Gaza?
Well, because we know there was fire there. You see, the way it's being presented incorrectly is that somehow there was people at a church going to pray or praying and suddenly the IDF came and attacked. No, that wasn't the situation, Piers. We know there were firefights in that area. We know our forces took hostile fire. So it's quite possible that it was Israeli forces, but it's also possible that it was bullets from the other side.
Yeah, but I think you're stretching I'm sorry, but you are stretching my credulity to try and make me think you don't know the answer after all this time, given how clear you've been about the other incident and IDF culpability.
So I'm sure a full IDF report will come out shortly, and I urge you, please be patient. It's worthwhile waiting for the full report.
And if it transpires, as everybody believes, and as the Archbishop of Westminster said, had come directly from information on the ground that he believed was credible, relayed to him by the Archbishop of Jerusalem, and what the Pope himself has called an act of terrorism, if that turns out to be indeed the work of the IDF again, what would your response be?
So I can give you from an example from the past, Piers. Where there was a situation on the beach in Gaza. This was in one of the previous rounds of conflict, and I remember it well because I was personally involved.
I don't want to go into previous incidents. It doesn't help.
Because I'm giving you precedent.
Well, the Pope has directly accused you of terrorism.
No, but
so
please allow me to
I do
think
it's incumbent on you as a government to very, very, very quickly tell the world what happened here. Citing previous incidents in previous wars and conflicts is kind of meaningless, frankly. I mean,
no, but just by our track record, because in the past we have come clean when there was an accident and we misidentified a target and we killed innocent people, and that's what I'm starting to tell you. We have come and admitted that we've made a mistake.
But you must know if you had snipers in that area by that church who shot people. You must know that.
But if there was a firefight and there was shooting from both sides, we have to look into this.
You're suggesting there were Hamas terrorists. There were Hamas terrorists. Just to be clear, your position is there were Hamas terrorists inside a Catholic church with a bunch of nuns and women.
I didn't say that. I said in the location of the church.
When do you think?
And they were firing at our people.
Okay,
and our forces returned fire.
But if it turns out, as the Pope has alleged, and in fact stated as fact, it was an act of terrorism, what will Israel do about that?
But can I say the following, which I don't accept in the accusations? I can accept the possibility that they were killed unintentionally, caught up in the crossfire. I do not accept that they were deliberately targeted by the IDF. We do not target civilians. We do not target churches.
Right.
And terrorism, the definition of terrorism,
I know, but the problem is, again, with respect,
is the deliberate targeting of the innocent.
Yes, I know, but unfortunately, in the last 48 hours, you have shot and killed 3 Israeli hostages, and it is believed IDF forces have also shot and killed 2 completely innocent women outside a Catholic church. So this constant refrain that you're not targeting innocent civilians is not borne out by the reality of IDF forces targeting and killing innocent civilians.
No, but no, I disagree. And if you'll allow me to finish the sentence, please, Piers. There's a huge difference between a policy that deliberately targets civilians, that's what Hamas does, yes, and between civilians inadvertently getting caught up in the crossfire between combatants between the Israeli forces.
Well, you called
and
it
the
crossfire,
Hamas
but
terrorists.
the allegation is that all 5 of these victims were deliberately shot dead. The 2 women by
But
snipers and the 3 hostages by IDF
in the first
forces.
place, no. Let's be clear. If there is a trial, right? Let's say the accusation against the soldiers who killed the 3 hostages, it wouldn't be a murder trial. It would be a trial if there was a trial, and I don't know there will be. Yes, but they would be accused of negligence or of misidentifying a target. Yes, murder and terrorism is the deliberate targeting of the incident.
I understand,
and
but
it's not clear that in either of these cases that applies.
right, but it may well be that that's what happened. You can't rule that out either.
Well, that's why you've got to do an investigation.
Right. But, you know, it shouldn't take very long to ask whether you had snipers in that area who shot women outside a church.
But I know for a fact we had combatants in the area, but the fact is, did they, in fact, fire the bullets that killed the 2 women? Once again, let's wait for the investigation. And as I said, in the past, when we've made mistakes, we have admitted it. There's a track record there. I want to remember.
I wanted to show you a picture. This is of IDF bombs. And they've inscribed on them the names of actually a number of people who've been guests on this show. Mohammed Hijab, Andrew Tate, and also one of my next guests, Cenk Uygur. What is your response to that?
Maybe IDF soldiers are watching your show. Is that possible?
Yeah, but do you think it's a sensible thing to be doing, to be putting names like this on these bombs?
Well, first of all, it's obviously this is some soldiers trying to be funny or creative, but there's a history here going back to the First World War, isn't there not, of soldiers drawing pictures on shells and so forth? It's something that soldiers have done. I'm not justifying it, but I think British soldiers have done it.
Sounds like you are justifying it to me.
Sorry, no, I'm just putting it into historical context.
Okay. Mark Regev, I appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, sir.